What's the thought process that went into your decisions when preparing for your venues? Callie, first.
So for us, as I was saying earlier, we really didn't have camera positions at baseball, softball, soccer, volleyball, gymnastics, wrestling. So we had a lot of work to do, and also in those venues we didn't have conduit. So leaning on our systems integrator and our consultant to make sure that we put in enough conduit, which was super expensive, and then also trying to figure out how to build camera towers in a lot of these venues, which was also super expensive, was something that we didn't necessarily see coming when we spent a lot of time early in the project thinking about what we wanted to put in the rooms themselves. So it was something that was always in the back of our heads, but when we really sat down and started looking at the construction costs and the work that we had to do to be ready for the ACC network, we had a lot of work to catch up on. And at the end of the day, you can have whatever type of switcher, whatever type of graphics, but if your camera positions aren't there, really what are you putting out? So we had a lot of work to do, and as I said earlier, we're still finishing. We're still sending emails about what type of crane or winch we're going to put in so we can winch equipment in place. And so the positions are there, but then there's that next step of, okay, so how do I actually make these usable? And what do I have to do for fall protection, if anything? And so there's a lot of things that we're still figuring out.
Fortunately, for us, a lot of our venues are older. They weren't necessarily designed or implemented with television in mind, and so we've kind of had to go back and rework some of the things. And so we went with permanent towers where we needed them at baseball, softball, lacrosse, and soccer, with safety in mind, number one, for our students and our equipment. Making sure that they're tall enough, getting as close to ESPN specs as we possibly can, making sure that they're large enough to fit more than just one camera out there, so we can continue to push the envelope and do beyond the bare minimum. And then it's adding things down the road, pulling more fiber to each venue than we need to provide additional growth down the line is really important for us.